welcome back to another episode of From the Newsroom. I'm your host, Ariel Adams. SEMO is celebrating Space Week from November 8th through the 13th with a week-long of astronomy events to honor the launch of the James Webb Telescope. Reporter Cynthia Wallman has the story.
It's November 9th, and I'm here at Johnson Hall, where Dr. Margaret Hill will be giving a speech called What Became of the Dark? Students and community members were given a raffle ticket as they walked through the doors of the lecture hall. The raffle was held after the lecture, and prizes included keychains, university flags, water bottles, and a t-shirt. There was roughly 50 people in the audience, and a few joined via Zoom. Dr. Hill is a retired professor of physics. She taught at SEMO for 20 years.
I would like for students to be aware of just how artificial light at night is creeping up on us. It's something you don't realize to be a problem, but we don't realize that excessive use of lights and use of lights where it's not needed or wanted can be detrimental to and harm other life, wildlife and other beings.
Pamela Mills, a chemistry and physics instructor, is on the committee that organized this week's events.
We obviously wanted to highlight the opportunities that we're going to be able to learn from the James Webb Space Telescope, and we wanted to highlight that, but we also, I feel like, wanted to grow an interest in astronomy and just form a community around that. And we hope that that's what happens after this week, that continues and it's not just about the Webb telescope.
To learn more about the events happening for Space Week, visit www.semo.edu and search for Space Week. For the Southeast Arrow, I'm Cynthia Wallman.
The Redhawks women's basketball team had their home opener against UHSP on November 9th. Reporter Caleb Hoggart has the story.
November 9th was opening night for the women's Redhawks basketball team here at the Show Me Center. The women's basketball team set the pace for the game on defense tonight as they held UHSP 68-45.
The Redhawks offense came out the gates fast in the first half of the game as they scored 40 points. They also shot nearly 50% from the field in the first half. Redhawks forward Kennedy Watson said that the transitioning on offense was one of the keys to their success against UHSP.
I think we did really well, like transitioning offense. We wasn't rushing everything. I would say we just played together.
The defense was just as dialed in as the offense, as they held UHSP to only 33% shooting from the field. Head coach Rekha Patterson said the tempo the team showed against UHSP is something they look to continue to build off of as the season progresses.
Well, I thought our tempo was pretty good, right? And we're going to continue to do that. We've got good guards that can run the floor, that can attack, get in the paint, and we want to do that as often as we can.
The Redhawks women's basketball team looks to carry this momentum as they travel to Texas to face off against SFA on November 15th. For the Southeast Arrow, I'm Caleb Hoggart.
Towards the end of October, volleyball head coach Julie Yankis gained a career accomplishment. Reporter Marvin Pewitt Jr. has the story.
Hello, my name is Marvin Pewitt Jr. I am currently at the Houck Fieldhouse watching SEMO Women's Volleyball prepare for the upcoming series against Mary State this weekend. Go Redhawks!
SEMO Women's Volleyball coach Julie Yankis reached her 100th Ohio Valley Conference win on October 22nd against Tennessee Tech. Not taking any credit herself, Yankis says her players are the main reason for this honor. Coming into the game against Tennessee Tech, junior libero Tara Bob Smith knew all along what was at stake.
I actually didn't know that, but also I feel like we always want to win for her, so yes, it was motivation, but I feel like we're always motivated to win for each other and to win for her, so I feel like it just kind of went hand in hand there.
Yankis started her coaching career as an assistant coach at Georgia State University from 2004 to 2006. Then she became an assistant coach and eventually the associate head coach at Southern Illinois University Carbondale from 2006 until 2011. Finally, she was hired here at SEMO in 2011, where she is currently in her 11th year as the head volleyball coach. Junior right side here, Zoe Beasley, says it has been a joy to play for Coach Yankis.
I really love playing for Coach Yankis. She really just brings a different type of energy, and she's just super uplifting, and she really critiques us when we need it, and she's a good leader.
Off the court, though, Yankis strives to form and maintain a relationship with her players. And the next time Yankis and her players take the court will be November 12th, 6 p.m. against Morehead State at the Houck Fieldhouse. And for the Southeast Arrow, I'm Marvin Pewitt Jr.
This next video helps us get to know Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated and the tradition of strolling. Reporter Nathan Gladden has the story.
Strolling acts as a way to bring members of different generations together. Greek organizations consider the technique of strolling sacred to their fraternities or sororities. Black Greek organizations like Omega Psi Phi have had the long tradition of strolling in their organization. Alum and current advisor of Omega Psi Phi, Will Adkins, says the act bridges different generations.
So traditionally, it's become a form of expression for the NPHC. It is kind of like a sacred right that we get to pass down from each class that we have. So it's kind of a bridge building and a traditional thing to keep us all unified.
The Divine Nine sororities and fraternities also have their own different forms of strolling. For the Southeast Arrow, I'm Nathan Gladden.
And that's it for this week's episode of From the Newsroom. Be sure to follow the Arrow on all social media platforms so you never miss out on our new content. Again, I'm your host, Aria Adams.